Let's do an intermediate level seated sequence. You can look up my basic seated sequence. That's very helpful. And you can really get a lot of change with that. I do that same sequence often. We're jumping to the intermediate level in this. So if you are a beginner, it might be good just to go to my Begin Here playlist. That's a great way to start. You may as well start at the beginning. And if you revisit this one, it will make more sense, but you're welcome to try it as a beginner. You might totally get it. I showed it to some beginners the other night. This video is the long version of this sequence with enough detail that you'll understand the subtleties. I'm about to release a short practice video that sort of just rolls through it without all the explanation and without so much detail. In my method, I try to have you not need a bunch of weights and rubber bands or whatever. You've got your own body. You can pull against yourself. You've got what you need to free yourself. Be creative with my method. Break the rules that I'm suggesting. Experiment. Don't go into any pain at all. No strong stretch, no discomfort, no strain in any of the movements. Let's think about breathing. I'd like you to focus instead of on this big breath in. Let's focus on the exhale. We're just going to use a breath in as the running start. When you're ready, a gentle breath in, squeeze the air out. Now, as you squeeze the air out slowly, can you squeeze a little bit out of the front? Can you squeeze a little bit out of the back? Can you squeeze a little bit out of the sides? It all just squeezes in. Every drop out, gentle breath in. Just relax out of that effort. Where does the breath go? What place is open? Let's try that one more time. Really looking for where's the easiest place. If you took the softest, most relaxed sip of air in, where's the easiest place? If you hunch over a little bit, you can breathe up into your back. Okay? If you pull your elbows back, your brain might want to breathe into the front. Where's the easiest place? So when you're ready, at running start breath, a little breath in, squeeze the air out. Really make sure, go slowly so it's front, sides, and back. Every drop. When you're ready, gentle breath in. Where does it open? What places are moving? What places aren't moving? Okay? I propose where you're stuck are the places where you're not breathing. You have your hands like this. We can squeeze some air out and the space gets smaller. If you're breathing in, almost breathing open a balloon, and the hands can sort of work along with the breath, squeezing the air out, gentle breath in. Let's bring hand on one front pocket and hand on the shoulder, just under the collarbone. And as we were thinking about this torso space right here, we're just going to be lowering that one shoulder. We're going to be squeezing the air out. We're bringing the hands together. We're going to gently breathe into that. And let's really notice, is that easy? So when you're ready, gentle breath in between the hands. Does the brain see that as breathing space? That. Every little place, does it open? Is it confused about being easy breathing space? And close it on up. We're lowering that collarbone. We're lowering that shoulder to the front pocket, to the low abdomen on that side. Beautiful. Squeeze the air out. Gently. Don't force it open. Breathe in so gently you can see what's the first place your brain would really want as breathing space. So when you're ready, squeeze the air out. Gentle breath in. Does that compute for your brain? Can you open that place? Okay, maybe that's easy for you. Let's try the other side. Collarbone, low abdomen, front pocket, little breath in between the hands. Close it up, closing the bellows. Collarbone lowers to front pocket, squeeze the air out. Gentle breath in. Is it easier? What place opens? Is there still some places that aren't moving so much? Can you direct the breath into the places that don't know how to open? One more time, closing it on up. Look carefully, go softer, squeeze the air out. Make it feel small. Gentle breath in. What place opens? That place that's opening, we know your brain gets that. Let's breathe into some places that aren't so good at opening in that line. Okay, and let's go back to the first side, closing on up. Let's start with one side. With this technique, let's do the side that didn't get it. Okay, so you could have that hand on the thigh right there. And if that arm was not going to let that collarbone lower down, it could be some opposition. Okay, notice that if you lower that collarbone, it's so strong, the arm is no competition. It can overpower the arm. We're even going to use both hands a little bit, pushing down on that leg. Squeeze the air out. Okay. Opposition, pushing down hard. As you breathe in, keep that opposition with the arms. Can you teach your brain how to let that front open? Breathe up into it. Okay. One more time. Close it on up. Collarbone to front pocket. Add the opposition. Rev it up. Make it voluntary. Those contractions are more voluntary now. Gently breathe into this side, this front side, as it opens. Beautiful. Now we go one step further. One hand's going to be on your thigh and sit on the other hand. Okay. As you lower that collarbone, part of the opposition comes from this hand pushing down. And the other opposition adding to it is that hand that you're sitting on, that hand's pulling up. So squeeze the air out, close the space. Gentle breath in as it opens. Beautiful. Okay. Just did a few cycles of that. So now close it up. Gentle breath into that side. Does your brain get it? Did you make a change? Does it see that as space? Did you remind it? How effective is your reminder? We're going to close this side. How does that compare to the side we just gave the lesson to? Gentle breath in. And we're going to try the side that still needs the lesson. Close it up. It was more free in the beginning, but now maybe it's the lesser of the two potentials. So gentle breath in. Make your plan. Is it more in the front? Is it right here? Or is it a little more on the side of the body? Okay, let's do it. We're going to close it on up. Collarbone lowers. Hand is on the thigh. Sit on the other hand. Your arms are the opposition. So the hand that I'm sitting on, it's pulling up quite firmly. The hand that's pushing on the thigh, that's pushing down quite firmly. And even then, this front of the torso, it can overwhelm both arms. Really strong. Squeeze the air out as it closes. Gently, super slow. Breathe into every little place. Savor every little bit of opening. Look at the place that it wants just a little bit more. Let's focus on that. For me, it was a little bit more this upper side ribs. Wherever it is for you, look very specifically, almost a handful of space. We're going to close it on down. Make sure that place that needs the lesson is really closed. Beautiful. Add your opposition. This is like my movement called the space maker. We're just taking it to a lot of different lines. So gentle breath in. You could look up that video, the space maker. The place that doesn't know how to open, focus the breath into that. One last time, closing it up. Gentle. Beautiful. Now, gentle closing, gentle opening. This other side. Okay. Did you teach your nervous system to let that be more relaxed? Let's do the front of the body. We can look at these oblique sides of the front in here, but let's look at this big swath right down the front. Human stress response is mostly comprised of the tensions of front and back. There's also the sides are involved. especially if you have a propensity to a scoliotic bend or any asymmetry. When the going gets really tough, that will tighten up. So let's think about this swath right down the front. If this is the breathing space, belt buckle to bow tie, you can squeeze the air out, the hands get closer together. Breathe in. Is it low, middle, or upper that needs the most lesson as you breathe into that? Do the ribs slide up? Does that open? We have movements on the floor. You can do elbows to the sky and the four-leaf clover and the two-axis rocking chair. Great movements for being on the floor, but we don't always have time on the floor. Both hands on the thighs. Those arms are going to lock. They're the opposition. And I'm just going to sink my chest. And that's making the hands push into the legs. Okay? Close up more and more. Beautiful. That's the exhale. Now, the hands keep pushing. Could you breathe into everything that's opening? Where is it opening at every moment? Slow. Could you breathe that chest up higher, 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 higher? Could you underpress yourself? As that chest sinks down, it's depressing. So just depress yourself. Switch it to voluntary. This doesn't get you stuck in it. This is how you get out of it. You got to teach your brain to let you out of the hidden holding that's running all the time. Teach it out of the tendency. So close it on up. Hands are pushing down. Squeeze every drop of air out. Gentle breath in. Okay. Let's add it all together. We're thinking each collarbone lowers down. So we get these oblique front sides, and we get the swath right down the front. So we're just going to really cave it in. When you're ready, gentle opposition with the hands. Let the hands be overwhelmed. Rev it up, close it up. Collarbone lowers, chest lowers, sink it all down. Find all of that we just taught. Okay? Hands are pushing down. Slow, slow. Really breathe into the place that doesn't know how to open. There you go. So now, close it on up, just as assessment. Close it on up. Gentle breath in. Lower the collarbone. Are you more free? Beautiful. So let's think about the back. Have your hands right on the thighs. It's just the friction of the hands on the fabric. You're not going to move. But if you start to just sort of pull back on the fabric, just the friction of the hands, it's like you're pulling your elbows back behind you, and you could arch the back. Front is good at opening, may as well open it, right? Now notice the back is closing. The accordion of the ribs is closing up the muscles between the ribs, and it's pulling those shoulder blades down toward your back pockets. And as your back arches and tightens, the pelvis tips, brings back pockets up toward your shoulder blades. Pull back on the hands. For extra credit for us, hold on to the knees. Pull back on the knees. Just don't strain it. Don't strain it. Back pockets and shoulder blades pull together. The whole back is closed. Squeeze the air out. Now, as you round your back, open the back, keep pulling with the hands. Where does it not know how to breathe in? Can you breathe into your back? Don't force it. Don't stretch it. Stop when it says stop. Can you breathe into the low back? Can you breathe into the upper back? Can you breathe into the middle back? Okay. One more time. So have those back ribs close on up. Hold on to the knees. Okay. Beautiful contraction. Squeeze the air out. Gentle breath in where it's stuck. Breathe into where it's confused. Go so slowly that it accepts the lesson. Beautiful. So this time, let's have it be more one side of the back. Notice as you arch forward, just start the arch. No strain, no discomfort. Start the arch, and It's like we're pushing the belly button. We're arching the belly button over toward one knee. Beautiful. Hand could hold the knee and squeeze the air out of that back, that side of the back. For extra credit, this hand could push maybe a little bit on that thigh, right close to the body, pushing down. This hand's pulling up, this hand's pushing down. Gentle breath in. Breathe in as that line opens. It's like you're creating a hunch on that side. You're breathing this line away from the knee. That's the movement. Breathe up into the back. Squeeze the air out of the back. That side of the back closes. It drives this forward toward that knee. Use some opposition with the hands. This hand is pulling up or pulling back on the knee. This hand's pushing on the thigh. It's helping me lower that shoulder blade down my back. Beautiful. Squeeze the air out. Gentle breath in. Into all that whole line. Shoulder blade breathes away from back pocket. Find that one little stuck spot. Teach that. Close exactly that spot. Focus the effort. Not so crushing. Back off the effort. Can you focus the lesson into one stuck place? Squeeze the air out of that place. I can just hold that closed for me. I know where it is. It's sort of low back ribs for me. It might be all the way down in the low back above the crest of the pelvis. It might be ribs behind your shoulder blade. Wherever it is, close that spot. We're arching the body out over that opposite knee. Gentle breath in. Don't stretch it. It won't learn from a stretch. It's got to be willing to open. Do you have the consent of the muscle system? Are you going so gently, not forcing it? If it doesn't know how to open, you got to close exactly that spot. Switch it to manual control. Gentle breath in. Breathe into that odd spot that your brain might not even believe exists. You got to prove to your brain it exists with the contraction. Hands on the thighs, we can arch the back forward, squeeze the air out. We're going to breathe into both sides of the back. We're going to compare. Which side's more alive for the breathing? Breathe a little bit out to this side of that back. Breathe into the side of the back that we just did. And try it. One side it can breathe into the back, one side it can't. We're stuck where we're not breathing. I believe that's the root. I haven't had a single client, I haven't met a single person, maybe there are exceptions, but generally, and I don't know your exact situation, I advise you to follow the breathing constrictions. People write to me, I've got this pain and that pain right here and pain, pain, pain. The pain is not a good navigation tool. It's not clear cause and effect. If you look at the breathing constriction, where does your brain not know how to breathe? I propose those are the root holdings, that your pain is probably the boiling over of. So let's go back to the side we just did. We can close it on up. We can breathe into it. Does your brain see the side of the back as space? Let's do side two. So we know we can arch forward a little bit. You could pull back with the hands to get that arch started. You could add a little bit. We're arching the body as if pushing belly button over to that other knee. Shoulder lowers down to that back pocket. Got it? Squeeze the air out. It's closed. That's the exhale. Hand is on the thigh right here. It's pulling up on the knee or the leg. However you want to do it. Just give yourself some opposition. This is moving this way, so I'm having something to pull against. That's the position of my arms. Squeeze the air out. Breathe in, pick every little spot. It's a long line. Can it breathe there and there and there and there and there? Squeezing the air out. Make it a pleasurable effort, a little bit yawning-like feeling, like a morning yawn. Beautiful. We're just yawning the body. That's the natural reset, but humans are so stubborn, we get really stuck. We need a special reset. Close it on up. Give yourself the opposition. Cramping muscles might need more opposition. Don't go into a cramp. Gentle breath in. Pick exactly the place that doesn't get it. Be patient. Can it breathe into the whole opening? Closing on up. Beautiful. Give some opposition. Where's the residue of stuckness? Softer. Breathe softly into it. Can it breathe in every direction? Does it really see the surface is there to breathe right up against that whole beautiful opening? Okay. So assess your suppleness. See what you've got. Now, this time, let's look extra carefully. We know we freed both sides. You could breathe into one side of the back, breathe into the other side. Pretty free, but let's breathe right up into the center line of the back. Does your brain see that? This time, let's really focus on the muscles right down the side of the spine. Can the ribs curl in and push that spine forward? So when you're ready, start to arch the back. If you want, you could pull elbows back, but we're going to need something to pull against, really drive the spine forward and focus the lesson on the middle of the body. Pull up on the knees, maybe. Perfect. Squeeze the air out. Go gently and teach the center of the back. Low back. Slow, gentle. Upper back, mid back. Can you see? Don't force it. Can you see the place that doesn't get it? Let's give a special lesson right there. Is it upper, middle, low back? Even look, is it just one little spot? Close it on up. Can you tighten exactly that spot to feel tension right there? Can you fill in the eroded map that your brain has of your body? So close it on up. Tighten where that place was. Breathe right into that place. Make that lead the way. Soft. More load. Closing on up. Focus the lesson on that place. Gentle breath in. Into that place without stretching it, without forcing it. Beautiful. That's it. I don't know if my microphone's working. Let's try that. Is that working? Closing it on up. Make the whole back, the sides of the back, the center of the back. Close it up as much as you can. Shoulder blades in back pockets, spine pushes forward. Add some opposition. Lean back against those knees. Breathe into it gently, softly. Breathe where it doesn't know how. Okay, now come back to neutral. See what you've got. Are you more supple? We could do the sides real quick. Shoulder lowers, armpit lowers. That hand is pushing down on the thigh. The other hand's pulling up. And one more time, close it on up. Armpit to side belt loop. Give the opposition. Hand pushing down, hand pulling up. Gentle breath in. Beautiful. Breathe into the side we just did. Softly. What's the softest? Breathe into the second side. That's how we go through life. We go through life and it's sort of disconnected and almost dead. One more time. Try the side we did. Gentle, just the softest sniff of a breath in. Breathe into that side. Breathe again into the side we're about to do. Beautiful. So, armpit pulls down to side belt loop. Hand pushes down to give opposition. Hand pulls up to give opposition. It could be on a table. That's how I like to do it. It can be on a table where as that shoulder lowers, that hand's pushing down and this hand's pushing up on the table. So, squeeze the air out. Beautiful. Breathe it open. One more time. Closing on up. Hands give opposition. Breathe it open. Let's try it out. Breathe gently into that side. Can you see? Go softly. Can you see what's more free and where's the residue that still needs more of a lesson? I can feel it. For me, it's like right here. Now that you can see it, let's give an exact lesson. Find the place that's stuck. Have your fingers span that place and close that place. How much is it the side of the body? How much is it the front or the back? Give that opposition. Breathe it open. Beautiful. Breathe it. Breathe the sides. Okay, great. Well, how's your suppleness? Okay. How's your suppleness? There's more lines, but let's just do twisting. We're going to finish with that. This is too long a video as it is. Sitting down, just going to twist. The nose is going to face where the chest is pointing. Go gently to the first resistance. Soft. Soft. Just go to the first resistance. Now let's make our twisting assessment breathing. Gentle breath in as you go to the side that was a little better, maybe. Don't force it. Is it a breathing limit that's holding you back? The side that, for me, whatever it is for you, the second side, but for me, this side's a lot more confused. Squeeze some air out. That's the running start. Gentle breath in as we twist. For me, it just doesn't know how to breathe that way. See the direction it doesn't go and twist the other way. Okay. You may have to reverse it if you're watching. Hands are on the same side as the leg. Squeeze the air out. Breath in as you twist with the opposition of the hands pushing against the legs. Not a big stretch. Really respect where the breath doesn't know how to go. For me, it's sort of this line. Where was some stuckness? What is it for you? Again, we're going to squeeze the air out as we twist back. Beautiful. It's a little bit the back of the body, the sides of the body, the front of the body. It all helps with twisting. Give the opposition. Ramp it up. Firm opposition. The exhale. Gentle breath in. One last time. Look at where you're stuck and really make sure you connect to that line. So for me, it was a little bit right here. So I'm going to close on up. I'm going to make sure I use that place for twisting. I encourage you to focus the lesson where your brain and body need it. Can you get the two to connect? That's what we're doing here. So exhale, gentle breath in to exactly the place that needed the lesson. One more time, last one. Squeeze the air out. Opposition. Breath in with the opposition, with the amplification. Okay, beautiful. Let's come back to our assessment. Twist one way, gently. Twist the other way. Squeeze the air out. Breathe in as you twist one way. Breathe in as you twist the other way. Is it more free? And I have movements like the diagonal layover and the amplified angel wing and sunrise, sunset plus the X of the front. I have a lot of twisting movements. I have a whole twisting playlist that can help you teach your brain out of how it's stuck in a breathing constriction twist. Let's do the second side. Twisting the other way. Add it up. Opposition of the hands, the amplification. Breath in. Where's it stuck? More front, back, or sides? Closing on up. Amplification. Now, twisting gently. Is there a stuck spot? Is it more free? Go gently, gently to the first resistance. What's holding it back? Okay. Now, if there's an elevation that doesn't twist, that is often related to stuck sides. So you may have to go deeper. We're skipping a lot of steps here today. I may have to go a little deeper. Now, try out your suppleness of the torso. Breathe in every direction. Twisting. Does your brain see it? It's easy. Did you recover your breathing space? Beautiful. I'm about to record the video that just is the simplification of everything we just did. Thank you very much for practicing with me today. I'm Eric Cooper. InspireSomatics.com. Blessings on your journey.